Hi, Freedom Chasers. Okay, this is going to be our strategy session for the month of December. And I know the background's kind of weird looking. I'm actually sitting at the Hyatt Regency. Alyssa is downstairs dancing and having a great time at her last day of her dance convention. And so I have found myself a little corner up in the second story of the Hyatt Regency to record these 5 awesome things that I want to get to you ASAP. Okay, and then yes, we're doing a Google Hangout here for the first time, and I'm going to do some screen sharing as well. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and I'm going to give you 5 tips, 5 things that you can utilize and use in order to hit and earn some of those fabulous pink presents, some of those gifts for your new team members, and to color in your Christmas tree. And give you some specific things that you can take and run with. Okay, so number 1, let's talk about the 12 days of Christmas for your customers. Okay, and so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to screen share with you guys, and hopefully I can get back. Okay, so I think you're looking at my computer screen, and let me just share. Yep, we're here. All right, the 12 days of Christmas. I have made myself a little folder here, and what I want to do is there's 2 options for the Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas. Okay, there's these cute pink ones that look like this, voila, and I've already started posting some of those in our Voxer and in our Facebook group. I do want to share with you that there's a second type of 12 days of Christmas. These are a half price item with each of the purchases. And so what I'm going to do after I do this hangout and post it, I'm going to post all 12 days of each one. And so I'm just showing you day 1 and day 2. And then you can choose which ones you want to utilize with your customers, okay? And so here's some tips on the 12 days of Christmas. Okay, back to me. Here's a couple tips for the 12 days of Christmas. Number 1 is you do want to post them. Yikes. Okay, there we are. You do want to post them in your Facebook group, private group for your customers. That's number 1. But number 2, you also want to email those out. Remember, you've got customers that probably communicate with you in many different ways. And so our job is to put it out there in all the ways, and then they will communicate back with us how they want to, their method of communication. So email out, post daily inside your group, your private group. And on the 12 days of Christmas, it's totally up to you. If you want to offer that special for just that day, that's totally fine. Or if you want to let them, like these are the specials for the 12 days. And on day 1 starts and it's good for all 12 days. Day 2 hits, and now you can utilize day 1 or day 2 for all the rest of the days. That's totally up to you, your call. It's your 12 days of Christmas. But I do like that idea because lots of times people may not act on something specifically that day, but if they know that there's just a 12-day period and they can utilize any of the sales for those 12 days, it's going to cause them to make a decision, but yet they still have some time to decide. So I'm starting my 12 days with my customers actually tomorrow on December the 5th, and it's going to go for 12 days. You just want to make sure you give yourself 12 days so that if they do purchase as gifts, you can still get it to them in time to have it there for Christmas or whenever their Christmas parties are. Okay, so those are some parameters, just some guidelines, some things we've learned along the way about the 12 days of Christmas. So first you decide which one you want to use and then just make sure you post in both so that you're communicating with your customers in all the different ways of communicating. All right, so that's number 1. And I love the fact those are already done up for us, you guys. We don't even have to create those. Isn't that awesome, just how our company is so go give and that people just share ideas with each other. All right, number 2 is the 12 days of Christmas for you. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and share this with you guys. And there's going to be, and I'm not going to blast this out to the whole team, okay? I'm only going to blast it out to those people who want to participate. And I may do a call for action with you guys, or I may just select about 20, 25 of you guys that I know are working. And so if you want to shoot me a message and just say, hey, I went in on the 12 days of Christmas, totally let me know. I just don't want to blast it out to the whole entire unit because I don't want it to lose its power and its purpose. Okay, so these are 12 days of Christmas challenges from me, and I'm going to start these actually, I probably won't start them until Wednesday, just to give, well, yeah, I'll probably start them 2 days after my customers. So on the first day of Christmas, my director challenged me, hand out one business card and a lookbook and get a phone number in return. Woo-hoo! It's got a little rhyme to it. And you will receive this in your email for 12 days. When you complete all 12 of them in the 12 days that we offer them, you get to pick a pink present out of the Christmas tree. Yes, you heard that correctly. You complete all 12 and you get to pick out a present underneath a pink Christmas tree. So that's one additional way you can earn a pink present. Here's the second day of Christmas. My director challenged me to demo satin hands on 2 people. Woohoo! Okay, so the idea is, and I will actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I will have these go out in an email the night before. That way you can have what the assignment is for the next day and be ready to go. And so let me just share, those 12 days of Christmas are geared towards getting you in front of new people and just putting product on people, okay? And bookings is another one that's in there. So there's not anything like a specific, like a sales amount for the day, but it's basically to share, get information in return, share whether it's a business card, and you'll start to see some of them repeat and just add on, okay? So don't think that that's gonna be like this huge, major, like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. Yes, you can. It's a decision and it's only 12 days, okay? So like I said, it will not be broadcasted out to the whole entire unit. If you do want in on the consultant 12 days of Christmas, shoot me an email, shoot me a Vox, or shoot me a text. I want in 12 days of Christmas. Now the ones for the customers, yes, I'm gonna post all of that. But again, I don't want the one for you guys to lose its power or its purpose. And so I will get that out to you in email, and we'll start that on Wednesday. I'm actually gonna write that down. That would be Wednesday the 7th, and then 7 plus 12 would go to the 19th, which is perfect timing before those last couple of days before Christmas. All right, so my customers start tomorrow on the 5th, and then the consultant 12 days of Christmas, we're gonna start on Wednesday the 7th. So you'll receive day 1 Tuesday night to be ready for Wednesday. And actually you already got it because you just saw it. Okay, so, and that's not a mandatory anything, you guys, and I will have other prizes for if you complete 8 out of the 12 days. And then of course, if you complete all 12 days, you will get a present out of the pink Christmas tree. Woohoo! Okay, and I'm not posting that, but that's an option. So you watch this, you get in on the extras. All right, so strategy number 3 is your booking, our booking system. And I know we call it the 21-day booking system, but when you actually do your 21-day, when you do your system, you have a list of 10, a list of 10, a list of 10. So there's your first 3 lists for days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the first 9 days. And then you start over with another group of 30, 10, 10, and 10 for your next 9 days. So you guys, that's a total of 18 days. Now, I do realize today is already December the 4th, so we've already, we're minus 4 days. But I wanted you guys to look at December as to look at it as a whole. So there's 31 days in December. With the booking system, 18 days. So this is strategy number 3. Pick out 18 days in your December. You go through and you circle them on your calendar, which 18 days you are willing to do your 10 calls and your 10 texts. Okay, I keep looking out because people are walking this way and I don't want them to come in here before I finish. Okay, so which 18 days are you willing to do your 10 text and your 10 calls? And those, mark them on your date book, and that way those are your 18 days to do your booking calls. And if you do one system through, so it would be a total of 18 days, you should walk away with 12 bookings, okay? Now, some of those should hold here in December. Some may be booked for January, but that's okay. The whole point is to book, okay? And so for every list of 10 that you have, you guys, I hope you're keeping your papers because you should be getting 2 bookings for every 10. So that's how I came up with 12 bookings. So for every list of 10, and you'll have 6 of them for your 18 days, that would give you a total of 12 bookings, 2 per 10. All right, so, and then I just did a little bit of extra here, you guys. If half of those hold here in December, 6, and we just do an average of 2 faces per appointment. Some, of course, will be individual facials. Some will be parties. That would give you about 12 faces for the month of December. Okay, so that's the activity to back up 12 facial appointments. Of course, you may already have some on your books, so that would just be plus, but that's the minimum activity to get you to 12 faces for the month of December. Okay, so you definitely need to, whether you're looking to max out December and give it all you got, you've got to have that basic discipline of the booking. And so you guys have 18 days. If you're not willing to do 18 days, then let's don't talk about doing more than 12 faces. Let's be realistic here. If you're looking to do half that, then that would be about 6 faces. Would you be happy doing 9 days of the booking and coming out with 6 faces for December? Okay, you've got to weigh what you're willing to do and the goal. Not weigh, but they got to match up is the point. Don't be talking about 30 faces if you're not willing to do the 18 booking days. Does this make sense? Okay, so make sure your goal and your work activity match, all right, that they go hand in hand. All right, so that's number 3. So let's recap real quickly. Number 1 was the 12 days of Christmas for your customers with specials. Number 2 was the 12 days of Christmas for you to get you out the door, meeting new people and bookings. And then number 3 was your 18 days of booking system, which that's really nothing new. And then number 4 here is I want to give you the idea of how to meet new people right now. Okay, so Nicole was shopping at Walmart and she found pink candy canes, and I'm going to go find some tomorrow at Walmart in the grocery section, but in the Christmas aisle in the grocery section. And you can get about 10 candy canes for $1.25. Okay, so what you want to do is go buy you a couple packs of candy canes, attach a lip gloss or a lipstick sample to your candy cane. Oh, it's the train going by. And those are your word chatter giveaways. So like you can just, when you're out running your errands, you're out Christmas shopping, you're out doing your day-to-day activity, you're going to give away pink candy canes in honor of Pink Christmas with Mary Kay, and just say, hey, I'm out giving out pink candy canes, would love to give you one. There's a sample attached. And then if you want to, you can attach an invite to a girls' night out or a Saturday morning live to it. Or you can just simply get their name and number back and say, hey, we're booking pampering sessions between Christmas and New Year's, or getting you ready with color before Christmas parties. Let me get your name and number, and I can text you with our next time that we're booking, or our next session is what I was going to say. But it would also be great if you had some invites already, like printed out with the date and times. Well, actually not dates, but like Tuesday nights at 7 for Frisco, or Saturday mornings at 10, and you just put the dates. In fact, I know we've got invites on the Facebook groups. You could just print them out and then pencil in or ink pen in the dates. Because like for instance, on Saturdays, we're not going to be there every Saturday in December. I think there's actually only one more. And then on Tuesday nights, we're there on Tuesdays, actually almost every Tuesday, the way Christmas falls. And then we have the big, huge New Year's, New You kickoff facial appointments on Tuesday. Let me give you guys the date to that real quickly. And I've got a December calendar that will be posted here shortly. December December. Oh my goodness, I cannot click the right date book. Okay, December. The 27th is going to be a huge New Year, New You makeover, Tuesday the 27th, and we're actually going to be at the Jaeger Office Suites at Stonebriar. It's right off of 121, 121-ish. It's I think it has a Plano address, but it's right there in Frisco. So it's right by the Stonebriar Mall. And so that's where we'll be on the 27th with a bunch of other directors doing New Year, New You makeovers. So if you want to invite everybody to that, that's fine too. Okay, but the whole deal with number 4 here is that the pink candy canes with a lip gloss or a lipstick sample is a great thing to have stashed in your purse. Why not make up 10, 12 of those, and that's your way to get 10 new names during the month of December, or double it, put 20 and do 10 a week. But that's a great way to meet new people, and it's a great conversation starter. All right, now number 5, the last one that I want to share with you guys, and we haven't done a lot of talking, and I'll just be honest, kind of my bad. I do a lot with the Adopt a Child in the spring, so I don't personally like sponsor this one and make a huge personal to do about it. But we have a lot of newbies. There's a lot of you guys that weren't in Mary Kay back in the spring. And if you wanted to jump on this Adopt a Senior, oh my goodness, this could totally rock your business out here in December. Okay, so let me just share with real quickly what it is, and then I'm going to give you a couple numbers. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to screen share one more time here. And inside, oh, there it is. Okay, Adopt a Senior. You should have received an email with all the information and all the attachments. Okay, so basically this is the letter that you want to print out, and you want to take this around, and honestly the best way to do it is to text out one-on-one. It's one-on-one at asking people. It's not a group. You do not post this group on Facebook or open out on Facebook. But it's talking to people one-on-one. Would you be interested in helping our team out? We are working on gifting seniors at various assisted living and nursing homes with a gift for this Christmas season. And so it's a $22 donation that will enable us to give a gift to a well-deserving senior. Your adopted senior will be given a beautiful wrapped gift, which includes a Satin Hands hand cream, a Mint Bliss leg lotion, and a Christmas ornament. And each gift is going to have a message telling them how special they are in our lives. And then if that particular business wanted to put in a business card, they are more than welcome to do that. Okay. And inside that email, you guys, there was the letter, there was the gift receipt, there was a tracking sheet, voila. And then this is the text message that you can text it into your phone and then send it out one-on-one. Okay, so with this Adopt a Senior, you guys, all it is asking. Oh my goodness, you will be blown away by the people who will want to help out with this project. In fact, I think every year when we do the Adopt a Child, it totally blows us out of the water how many people want to participate and help. And so let me give you just a couple figures. If you had 25 donations, just 25, and that's a great place that everybody could start and everybody can hit, okay? 25 donations. I figured the whole thing out, you guys. By the time you purchase your Mint Bliss and your hand cream, that's going to cost us about $13.40. You're going to have to purchase a 20-cent bag from me. They're little plastic bags. And then you are going to have to go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby and purchase the little stash of ornaments. In fact, I might even do that once we get our numbers in. But they're basically going to cost you about 5 cents a piece. They're super cheap. In fact, I decorated a lot of my packages with them this year. So in all, the whole thing is going to cost you about $14 to purchase from Mary Kay and to have the extra items to assemble it, okay? So that leaves you with an $8 profit per donation that comes in, okay? So a $22 sale that you don't add tax, it's just flat 22 bucks, is gonna profit you $8. So if you had just 25 sponsors, adoptions, times $8, that's gonna put $200 cash in your pocket for your Christmas. Woo-hoo, who could get excited about $200 cash? That's going to give you a $287.50 wholesale order just to order those items. So for some of you, that may make you active. For some of you, that could help earn. That's halfway to your bracelet, you guys. Halfway to your bracelet. And then some of you guys, that could get you over the hump for star consultant status. Okay, let's just double that, because I love the fact that when people go out for 25 donations, they could be shockingly surprised that they may end up with 50 donations. So 50 donations, you get to double what I just told you. Times $8, that would put $400 profit in your pocket for Christmas, to pay cash for Christmas. And that would be a $575 wholesale order. Guys, that's your bracelet. That is totally your bracelet for the month of December. And I'll tell you guys, in December, it's just people want to give back and they want to help. And so this is just, it just goes hand in hand. Okay, so that's just with 50 donations. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if you got 100? And so I know a lot of people set out for the Adopt a Child at 50 donations and ended up at 100 and 150 and 200 donations. But y'all, 100 donations would be an $800 profit for you and an almost $1,200 1,200 wholesale for you, which could definitely put many of you over the top as star consultants, okay? So that's with 100 donations. So why not set off with a goal of 100, you guys? And if, oh my gosh, you landed 50. What a bad spot to be. But set your goal higher for where you really want to truly land, so that when you do get the results from where you really land, you are still like highly ecstatic. Okay. Let me give you one more tip on the Adopt a Senior. Probably the best way when you do text out, y'all, texting, one-on-one, instant messaging, asking individually is the key to Adopt a Senior. You may have people that don't live locally, so you're not going to see them to hand them the receipt and to get their cash. So guys, when you log into ProPay on a computer, not your phone, but on a computer, you can send out email invoices. So as long as you have their name, their email address, you can go in there and put $22, and where it says description, put Adopt a Senior, and then and shoot it to them. And then you'll get an email confirmation that it got sent, and you will also receive an email confirmation once they have paid that invoice or that ProPay amount, okay? And so that, and then once they do that, once mine pay, I take a paper receipt and I write a thank you note on it, and then I pop that in the mail and send that to my people. Okay, so they still get a paper receipt, but that's a great way for you to collect funds. They can pay with their debit cards, their credit cards, without you seeing them face to face, and that way the money will come in sooner, so that you can place your order quicker, so that you can make sure the products are here in order to get everything wrapped, so that you can get it to the delivery date is supposed to be the 17th. Now I do know Deanne Morris is doing a whole nother center on her own. So if you get a bunch together for the 17th delivery, let's go for that. But if not, she may need help too sponsoring that. She took on a whole facility, and I want to say it's like, Deanne, I don't remember, like over, I think 150 is what she needs in order to get all of them covered. So one way or the other, whether we get them ready to deliver on the 17th, or we may have to go, we can always do my Dogwood, which is my retirement center that I go to. We can always do them a little bit later too. So you guys just give yourself time. In fact, I would say if you order by the 15th, which is the end of the quarter, that would be ideal. That way you can have your order in time to get deliveries made prior to the Christmas really being here. Okay, so, oh my gosh, are you excited? Does that give you some focus on where to start over these next couple of days? Just to generate the sales, generate the activity that you want in December to make all your awesome goals and dreams happen. And so we're not just sitting around doing nothing and baking too many cookies during the month of December. All right, so recap real quickly: 12 days of Christmas for your customers, 12 days of Christmas for you, your 18 booking days, your pink candy canes for leads, and then your Adopt a Senior. You guys, if you were to utilize, I'd say 2, 3 out of those 5, you will have the most amazing December ever. Or why not utilize all of them? Okay, and just make it the most amazing month of December. Remember, Christmas and New Year's are actually only 2 days. If we do take Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, okay, there's 4 days. I'll give you 4 days. But other than that, you guys, just work smart. Work it into what you're already doing. Stay well. Oh my goodness. There's too many of us. We've been like fighting like sinus infections, strep throat, all these awful things. So eat lots of oranges, drink lots of water, get lots of sleep, and we will make this an amazing, healthy, productive, and profitable month of December. All right. Love you guys.